Well, what is the best ship to get your feet wet with when you just installed the game? Yes, a day one Alpha Abyss missile series coming at you with a literal starter ship. One of them even costs less than $1 million ISK. Very cheap, extremely affordable. So if you want the best Eve guides, you came to the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, Loru here, digital advertiser, content creator, and Eve enjoyer for the better part of 10 years now, coming to you live from the official CCP Games Twitch channel. Everybody's saying hi YouTube because that's where they are right now. Fantastic. Winning Eve is not quitting the game like you hear some people say. No, winning Eve is affording ships that you can use to yeet and not have to worry about the cost of things. This video is going to show you, yes, a day one Eve Online New Eden citizen, indeed a day one Capsuleer, what ships you should fly, how you can upgrade those ships, and how to fly them. Let's dive in. The first thing we got to talk about is the Breacher, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be for alphas and is going to be focused on missiles. So we're going to talk about the Breacher. The Breacher is a speedy ship. It is a Mimitar ship, and it looks like it's held together by duct tape and prayers, all right? So why the Breacher to start out with comparatively to other ships? Well, first and foremost, it's going to be good DPS roll bonuses for when you just start out, and you get a shield booster amount. This is going to be a defensive stat. I'm going to over-explain because I assume newer people are going to be watching this. That's what we're going to be doing, chat. And it has a thick booty, so you can make sure to name it appropriately, okay? So this double bonus of 1 DPS, 1 tank. It's going to be really effective when you're brand new. It's going to let you have a problem and still come out on top. One of the best things about it is it's also quite fast. Let's show you the fit that you're going to be using day one, and if you stick around, we're going to show you a fit that you can actually use moving in and upgrading to as you move forward. So here is this Breacher fit. You can fly this day one. This fit will be in the description for you. You are going to be using rocket launchers. These are going to be close-up rockets, and you're gonna splurge for some Garista Inferno rockets. I say splurge because these are faction ammo, but the total cost of the ship is going to be less than $1 million ISK. You can see this is only 983,000 ISK. You are going to be using rockets. You're going to do about 70 to 80 DPS with your skills. I'm on my Omega account. That's why you're going to see this be a little bit higher than you would have, but that's fine. The other DPS modules are going to have on the Breacher, and this is really cool, is drones. You're going to get used to using drones. A lot of our Alpha Abyss missile series is going to be using missiles and drones. The Worm, the Gila, the Caracal, look for those videos too. These drones are going to be essential to you because it's just another DPS additive. Now, which one should you focus on skilling up first? Because you're a day one, I assume you don't have a ton of skills. You're going to focus on skilling up the missiles first. See how the missiles are doing 2/3 of the DPS versus the drones are doing 1/3? You're going to focus on missiles first because that's going to give you the most DPS and the most damage. We are going to use a single low slot, just a compact drone damage amp. I'm putting compacts, smalls, monopropellants on all of these because I assume this is a day one person. They're not going to be able to fly Tech 2s. They're not going to be able to do things of that nature. So finally, you are going to be using a medium shield booster. This is a cruiser tier shield booster with your roll bonuses, with your shield booster amount bonus. We're going to pump this even higher. My hot sauce breakfast is coming back to bite me. I will not apologize. Okay. And then finally, you are going to want a cap battery and an afterburner. The cap battery is to both combat neuting and give you some extra caps so you can keep on. Notice your cap stable. You can take this into any abyss day one, literally any of them. I recommend you take it into a dark abyss because of the fact you're a Mimitar ship. You're going to go faster than other ships. This is going to be one of the better ships you can take in. When you finally fly the ship and you're comfortable enough to be able to micro a bit, this module right here is going to be one of your best friends, the Missile Guidance Computer. With this one turned off, you can see that we're only going out to like 9,400, not that far away, very close up for your rockets. When you turn this on, we're going to go out to 10K. It's just a little bit more. If you put the script in for the missile range, we're going to go out to 11. So that extra 2K is a lot when you consider the base is just over 9K. You end up getting about 1,500 more range. This is good because it's going to increase your DPS there. If you're having problems hitting mobs that are too fast, mobs that are close up to you, you can load a missile precision script. This is not going, you lose all of the range, but you make it easier for your missiles to hit those fast moving frigates especially. And you can just take those scripts off if you just want a little bit of every single buff. That's how these guidance computers work, and anything with a charge, you're going to see more of that in some of our other features or other guides. So the last thing we have in the lows are 2 capacitor flux coils, just to make sure that you're nice and cap stable with your alpha skills. So since this is a day 1 fit, you can literally buy this day 1 and take it into the Abyss. We're going to show you how to use this in just a moment in a day 1 T0 Dark. Let's show you what I think you should go into and show an increase in fit. This is a T1 breacher. You can take this into T1s. Yes, T0s mainly, but once you get brave, you can take this into a T1. This is an electrical Abyss, this specifically electrical Abyss. You can use this in Darks too, but I found the most success with this in the electrical Abyss. Let me show you what we've upgraded here. The biggest upgrade here is now this is 12 million ISK. Okay, we've increased the amount of cost. The biggest cost is going to be the Tech 2 Ballista Damage Control, the Ballista Control Systems here, and the Navy Acolytes. You're going to choose, and this is very important, this is one of the main points here. Each drone is going to have, under attributes, you're going to see it has a damage type. If you're day 1, if you're brand new, you want both your drone damage and your missile damage to match the Abyss that you're going into. Both of these are using EM, that's the lightning bolt type damage. If you're in electrical, you're going to use EM. If you're in thermal, if you're in a firestorm, you're going to use thermals. So you want to make sure that your damage types match the Abyss type you're going into. Our drones and our missiles are both electric, are both EM damage, because we're going into an electrical Abyss. The main thing we have rigs. The Warhead Catalyst is going to increase your rocket damage. Your processor overclocking unit is not needed because I have better skills. I just assume if you're an alpha, you're going to need this to be able to fit some of these Tech 2 modules or more CPU power grid intensive. And finally, we do have a EM shield reinforcer because you're going into electricals. You want to stop the mobs from poking you and close that EM hole. You can see with this rig, our resists go from 10% to 37%. And the final thing we're doing is getting a nice buffer, a shield extender onto this to make sure that you can tank some of those shots when you're in T1s. Practice in T0s. Once you're comfortable in T0s, you can take this into T1s and make a little bit of extra ISK. In addition to giving away 3 copies of each of these ships to 2 winners. That's right, 2 of you are going to get 3 of each of these. I'm going to throw in an Eve partner skin to both of those winners. Those Eve partner skins are worth hundreds of millions of ISK, so you're going to get your Abyss start. I'm also going to include Abyss tags with those ships so that you have plenty of stuff to be able to go in there and get into the Abyss. So ships, Eve partner skins, and here's how to enter in. The first thing you have to do is you got to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. The bot's going to know if you're not subbed, then you'll be disqualified. The second thing you have to do is type in the YouTube comments, I want to start Abyss. Type that in. And the third thing you have to do is put your in-game name into the comments. I need to know who the heck to send the contract to. When that happens, you'll be eligible to enter in. Thanks very much. Chat, thanks for 31,000 subs. Let's head into space and show you how to use these ships right now. So let's see if I die in the Abyss doing a day 1 breacher to T0s. Let's see if we can get it done. Let's find out. Control B, Joe. That's right, Control B. All right, y'all, we got a couple strike needles and some bioadaptive caches. Let's head this way, y'all. Let's turn everything on. We're nice and cap stable, so we don't have to worry about stuff. Immediately calling out the drones, immediately sending them out. How long can we can attack stuff? We can attack stuff if it's within 40. So let's get right up on these guys. Let's throw the drones out. Let's throw them out, and let's just get right up on these guys. Let's get close to them. And then we want to orbit it at about 3K. So let's get right up close. And look, we're within range. Now we can stop with the missile range. We're actually going to take out this, and we're going to do it. See how we are hitting them. We are taking some damage, but we are healing it back up. We are cap stable, so we can just leave these on and not have to worry about it whatsoever. We're going to send one drone, a single drone, after the bioadaptive cache. Let's turn on the missile precision script so we can make sure to do this. We're going to send one drone after the bioadaptive cache. Make sure once a mob dies that you immediately start orbiting it again. And in fact, I'm super far from the main thing here, so I'm just going to go right towards this guy, and I'm going to take this, and this is why we do this live. I'm going to put this back into its own group, because I'm noticing that I don't need to have those grouped up for the breacher. I'm going to get this loot right now and then send all of my drones onto this. I'm going to get this loot right now and then send those guys on there and call it a day. So we are able to kill this first room quite easily. Let's just press loot all. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to orbit this center thing at 3K just to make sure we get some stuff coming in. Our rockets aren't going to hit anything. Ooh, it's killing my drone. It's killing my drone. Come back. I didn't pay attention. I was too busy looting. I didn't pay attention. And we lost the hobgoblin. Oh no, chat. We lost the hobby goblin. Bring back the drones, ladies and gentlemen. Bring it back. That's my mistake, and that's why we do it live, champ. Poor baby drone. Poor baby drone dying to something stupid. Let's go avenge him. Avenge me! Let's go get it out, chat. We're going to head right towards him. We're going to get nice and close to this guy. Throw the rockets, recall the drones out, and make sure that we're keeping a sharp eye on how close we are to the gate, because this guy can pull us away from said gate, and we're going to lose a little bit of stuff there. So very not great that we lost that. What we're going to do in between rooms is reload our guns. You're going to press Control R to reload. You're also going to turn off your shield to get your capacitor back. When we do this, don't lose a drone. Watch for yellow boxing on the mobs. If the mob is yellow boxing you, they're probably attacking your drone. Yellow boxing versus red boxing. Learn it, ladies and gentlemen, and you can have a better time. We have a good old-fashioned cruiser. Let's see if we have the DPS to kill an Ephialtes, even though we lost one of our drones. This is a cruiser. Let's see if we can do this job. We're going to head right close to this guy, and we're going to lock up this thing first. I'm going to send my drone after the bioadaptive cache first, and we're going to get nice in range of this guy. Let's see if I can do it. Now, this is a dark abyss, so we are going to go faster. My rockets are a little bit too far there. We want to kind of keep a sharp eye on where we are in relation to the gate here, because I don't want to get on the edge of the map. Why am I not attacking this? I thought I was rocketing the mans. I was not. I was big hit on me, boys. Big hit on me, boys. Half health from the Ephialtes. A big cruiser. I don't want to get too far from the gate, because this guy could kill us, and he's yellow boxing me. That means he's going to attack my drone. So we call the drone back with Shift R. Let's see if we can keep this guy at range yet. I'm just going to try to get nice and close to him, and I'm going to try to orbit him at 500. I'm just going to get right under him. I'm just going to see if I can keep that going. Once we see that we are very far from the condo right now, and it's kind of freaking me out, if I'm being honest with you. I'm going to turn off the afterburner and see if he can still hit me when I'm close and under him like this. It is hectic today in a dark abyss. I am scared, and I'm trying to make sure we're not getting to the edge of the abyss. I do believe that day one new bros, their number one thing is going to be dying to the edge of the abyss. If you get too far from it, if you get too close to the edge of the abyss, it's going to take you out, ladies and gentlemen. So one of the other skills you might want to consider getting into that you're not going to get into necessarily day one is a thermodynamic skill. This is going to let you overheat your stuff. I don't want to overheat my things, so in this fit, so I can have a true day one fit. And look, chat, we are going to call back our drone because he was starting to poke my drone as well. I am missing the DPS right now. I can tell you, I feel it. I can literally feel the fact that we lost that first drone in that room. If we die to this abyss, it will be why. That will be why. So we are able to out-heal him. We are able to, looks like our rockets are about to be reloaded. Let those auto go. He's about to go. He's about to die. Let's start heading back to this. That was perfect timing, y'all. Let's reload the rockets, bring back the drone. Shift R brings back the drone. Control R brings back the drones to your bay, whatever the heck. So we're going to get close to this guy and get it going. We do go 1695 with my skills. You're probably going to go closer to 13 with your Alpha Abyss missile skills. This second room is good. We are still at sub 5 on 2 rooms. That is what we want to see. We're going to stop pulsing our afterburner as we get a little bit close to this. How's our ammo situation? Our ammo situation is looking real good. Let's see what we get out of this. Please loot this. Thank you kindly. Some good looking loot out of this so far. Excellent. Now remember, this ship cost $1.5 million when everything was said and done. We've already gotten 1.7 million. So with not even the final room cleared, we've already made back our ship in one run. So if you're a day one new bro, you can do this, and you can literally pay for the ship in 2/3 of a run. It's crazy. It makes me very happy. You know, I really, really enjoy it. So, all right, the last one, we do have a strike needle and a spark needle, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just go in this direction, turn everything on. Let's get this locked up. We are going to focus our drone onto these double drones first. We are not going to try to go after the loot cache first. We're going to go after these guys first. Okay, so let's see whichever one's closest. So let's wait for it, and let's get nice and close to this guy right here and load him up on the rockets. We're going to focus on damaging the drone first and take it up because we want to minimize the DPS that we're taking as we come in. Looks like, and we're taking big damage coming in, and it was the Spark Lance is the priority. Spark Lance is priority, y'all, because as you can see, it's doing a ton of damage to us because it does EM damage. This is why we're going to keep our shield healing boy on at all times. The loss of the second drone in that first room is really, I'm really feeling it. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Look at this, y'all. We're down to half health. It looks like we're going to be able to do it. Once we take out this Spark Lance, a ton of DPS is going to be mitigated. Let's go for the Strike Lance now as well. I'm not even going to go for the Bioadaptive Cache yet because we have we're at 13 minutes left. Ooh, he's attacking my drone. He's attacking my drone. Come on back. Come on back. Bring it back there. Oh, he fool me once. Chat, fool me once. Looks like the drone did go down to shield, but we were able to take him down. Excellent stuff. We don't want to necessarily just look at the mob like this, chat, because I want to be able to make sure I'm not too far from the origin conduit. There it is. There it is. All right, great. And we don't have to waste, another tip for you. You don't have to waste any ammo on, and we did clear this one, chat. Excellent. You don't have to waste any ammo on these bioadaptive caches. When you're this done, you can just send your drone out after it. You don't waste your rockets, just send drones. Drones are their own ammo. You don't have to waste rockets on this guy, chat. Okay, so now that this is the final room, once it says origin conduit, that's an easy way for you to remember, hey, this is the final room. I don't have to stress. I don't have to worry. Let's loot this. Let's suck this up. Excellent loot from that first one. Drone is in. Loot is in. Let's go get one more Hobgoblin and see what you can get. This one run was, how much did we get out of this one run? Let's see it. We've gotten a bunch more T1s. Was 2.5 million ISK. This paid for our ship and bought us another ship with one run completed, and we did it in less than 9 minutes. You do the math. Okay, 2.5 million ISK in 9 minutes. You do the math. I've had about 80% of my comments on my New Bro Alpha videos are, love this. I'm now printing ISK. I'm making a ton. Thank you so much. And like 20%. It's like 1 in 5 people are like, I lost my ship. What do I do? I'm like, you go buy another one. Welcome to Eve. Yes, you lost a ship. Go get another one. I don't know how. Guys, I have tons of guides on my YouTube about how to make ISK in like 70 different ways. So go watch one of them and get to it. Okay, that's the way. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the best way for you to make your ISK day one. Even if you die, dust yourself off, reship, and keep it going. Remember to enter this video's giveaway. Make sure you subscribe for the best Eve guides. Our Alpha Abyss Missile Guide playlist is going to be right here. We'll see you next time. Thanks for 31,000 on YouTube. We'll see you next time. Thanks.